I'm going to be talking this morning on the power and the price for loyalty. The power and the price for loyalty. There's always a price for loyalty. There's always a power for loyalty. Let's open to the book of Ruth chapter 1, 16 to 17. 16 to 17. The power and the price for loyalty. Luke 1. Ruth 1, 16 to 17. Are we there? Arun said, "It treats me not to live. It treats me not to leave thee, or to return from following after thee. For whither thou goest, I will go, and where thou lodge, I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, and thy God shall be my God. Where thou diest, I will die, and there be I buried. The Lord to do to me, and more also. But thy part thee." Hallelujah. Where thou goest, I go. Loyalty is proving, not proclaim.
You prove that you are loyal with every character and with everything in you.
You prove that you are loyal with every service in you. Loyalty is proving, it is not proclaim. It's not for you to begin to say, "I am loyal." It is the people that are looking at you that know whether you are loyal or you are not loyal. And God rewards the faithful. He rewards the faithful. But it's so sad that we are in the generation that take commitment as an auction, whether I like or I not like. In this my life, anything I like, I will do. We take commitments as an auction. We switch churches when they talk to you, go to another church. You switch leaders when the leaders correct you, you go to another church. You switch friends and look for another friends. And you switch paths and look for another husband. That is the generation we are today. But God is still looking for the man or woman that is loyal. Is still looking for a loyal server. And you hear them say, "It's my life after all. I do what I like. I can choose to be nice to people. I can choose not to be nice. I can choose to be rough. And I can choose to be kind. It's my life. However I like it, I will live it. Nobody will dictate for me." That is not a voice of loyalty. It is a voice of disloyalty. That is not a voice of loyalty. Let me do what I like. Heaven is still looking for a loyal men and women to use. Heaven is still looking for a committed men and women to use. Heaven is still looking for souls that are lawyers to use. Have you seen the reason God are calling women more? Because He knows that when a woman says he wants to do, he does. God look for souls to use. Turn your neighbor and say to your neighbor, will you be that available soul that God will use? Loyalty is proven, it is not proclaimed. You can't say you are loyal when you've not passed through the text of loyalty. You don't talk about loyalty when you are not loyal. It is what God needs. The number one key that God is looking for in a man to select is the one that have the seed of loyalty. Now, what is loyalty? Loyalty is faithfulness to a person, to a leader, to a pastor, or to a cause or commitment. even when it costs, even when it hurts, even when it pains you, you still choose to be committed and loyal. That's what loyalty is. Loyalty is when you don't think about yourself, but you put God first. You put the things of God first. Because God can never use a loyal servant and end the future of that servant. Loyalty is saying, I will stay when it's easy for you to live. I will stick to you when it's easy for you to live. Living is very easier, but staying is difficult. But loyalty is when you stay, when you say, I will stay when the living is easy. The Bible celebrates loyalty. That is why God himself, he makes himself in Hebrew 13 verse 5 and says, I will never leave you. He molded himself as a seed of loyalty. And he said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. That is loyalty. So when you are with me, you are with me. And the place we read as a Bible reading this morning says, when you are against me, you are against me. When you are with me, you should also be with me. That is why he models loyalty and says, I will never leave you nor forsake you. And it is that loyalty that carried Christ to the cross. It takes loyalty for you to hear a voice and follow that voice. Jesus would have said, I cannot go and die for the people. When God said, who will go and pay for the sins of the world? Or even when he came, he would have just decided to say, I cannot continue. But because he's a seed of loyalty, he fulfilled it and went to the cross. He will never leave nor forsake you. Many proclaim this loyalty only when things are good for you, only when you are supporting them, only when you are helping them, only when you are giving little to them, only when the situation around you is very sweet and good. And the loyalty is for those. It does not matter the people that are flocking around you now. They are flocking because you can still give them 1 square meat to eat. They are flocking around you because you can still use cloth and give to them. They are flocking around you because you can look for a shoe that is not sizing you again and give to them. They flock around you because you have little money to give to them. But the moment you stop, they will stop. That's not loyalty. Loyalty is those that stay with you in your hardest time, in your moment of darkness, in a bleeding hour. Those that stayed by you, that says, I will share in your pain. That's why when my father was preaching, talk about the 3 types of song: the sitting room song, the washroom song, and the bedroom song. The bedroom songs are songs that says, whether you fall or not, I believe the both of us can rise again. The bedroom songs are those that knows your secrets, knows your pain, knowing your weakness, and still go behind you and kneel down to pray for you. Not the one that go behind your back to say, na so it be you. You never know. Now small thing you don't do for your eyes. So that is not loyalty. Ask your neighbor, what category do you belong? Can God find loyalty in you? Loyalty is when God looks around the congregation and selects you for a certain reason, and then you say, I will never fail you. You hear most of us will complain, because of this I cannot be loyal, because of this I cannot be committed, because of this I cannot be this. Are you not telling me that even the pastor that is telling you to be committed does not have a need, does not have a desire, does not have a life to also live? But most of us, we see committing it as Oshana, it is not by force. There are other people. Loyalty don't look at the people that is around them. They do what they want to do because they are loyal. That is why loyalty is proven. It is not proclaimed. Those who stayed when things are hard are those you called your own. Ruth stayed even when she knows she has no husband to take her to bed. Ruth stayed even when she knows she has no husband to tell her not to shed tears. Ruth stayed even when she knows that the mother-in-law has nothing to offer her. She stayed and says, I will not leave you alone. Your people will be my people. Your God will be my God. That is loyalty. That's what we call loyalty. Those that stick to you, not the one that is with you because of the little thing, because of the ways you smile at them. So the day you don't smile, they show themselves and distance themselves. That is not loyalty. Loyalty is when a person is sad and you try to know the root of that sadness and you stick to that person. If you cannot do by cash, you can do by encouragement. But you see, these days, this era, they take loyalty as an auction. So when you are on top, I remain with you. The moment you fall, I look for another place. That's not loyalty. Where people switch friends as they like. Where people switch church because the pastor talked to you. Where they can decide to leave anytime because pastor talked to you. Where you say, is me a pastor mate? Is it because I'm sitting under her to receive message? Loyalty is not a meeting you think that when the leader misbehaves, everybody talks. But the service of God is not like that. And God is still looking for a loyal people. Some of us, we are committed to our works. We're committed to our business. We are loyal to everything we do. When they call us for village meeting, we take excuse in the church. But you can never take excuse in the village to attend a service. Then you are simply telling God that your loyalty lies in your village. Whenever they are doing anything and program is still going on, you can skip your program and go and answer the word. And when you get there, what you discuss will be things of the word. But you leave your assignment in the house of God. You are simply saying you are only loyal to what's in money. That's where your loyalty lies. Loyalty is when you can deny yourself of some certain things. Even if it hurts you, you still stick and ensure that thing is done. Just like that, my son, even when he's sick, you see him on the keyboard. But I know he is sick. He stayed there. But people can have little headache. They will go home and sit down. Because you are not loyal. Where will your healing come from? Is it not from the presence of God? That is a place you neglect to go and lie down at home. That's a place you neglect to go and relax. That is a place that can grant you everything is a place you ignore to go and do something that will not give you anything in return. A temporary blessings, a temporary celebration, a temporary words that when you die today, sister, you take them nowhere. And that's what you are committed to. That's what most of us are loyal to. That's most of us are ready to die for. We're not ready to pay price for the things of God. We're not ready to do things in the house of God. So when they talk to you, you think they are troubling you. When they correct you, you feel they hate you. Because what? No loyalty. A loyal servant does not look for any excuse to give. Even when there is 1,001 excuse to give, he still stay loyal and choose to still be useful in the house of God. One kissed and left, but the other one says, the other one stays, the other one remains. That was why in Matthew 26 verse 35, Peter says, even though I die with you, but I will never deny you. It is easy to say, Abby, Pastor, I'm with you. Even if I'm not with you physically, I'm with you in the spirit. You know the spirit that you can be with somebody in the spirit. The physically you cannot be available. It is in spirit you are with the person. He said, even if I die with you, I will never deny you. When you read from 66 to 75, you will see when the trying time comes, when the pricey time comes, when the time of pain comes, when the time that Jesus has to lost all came. And they says, are you not among these people, Jesus Christ of Nazareth? He said, no, I don't know what you are talking about. The same person that it is easier to say I am loyal, but prove the loyalty is where the problem lies. I will not deny you. He denied and said, I don't know what you are talking about. And the time came for the second one, another walked to him. Are you not among those people, Jesus Christ of Nazareth? He said, I don't know this man. I don't know this man at all. And the third time, he swore and took an oath. If I know this man, make I die. He placed a curse and cursed that he does not know Jesus. Remember, it was him that said, even if I die, I will not deny you. Time to prove loyalty became what? Difficult. Remember, it was the same Peter that said when Jesus asked them, who do men think the Son of Man am? And they begin to say, some say you are prophets, some say you are one of the prophets, some say you are this, some say you are that. And Peter stood up and said, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. He knows, and yet he denied him as a man and say, I don't know this man. No longer the Christ, the Son of the living God. So be careful when you say, I am loyal. If your loyalty is not tested, you cannot be proven loyal. Somebody shout, I hear that. That's loyalty. The same person that say, even if I die, the same person that say, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. But when it was time for him to be loyal, what did he say? He denied and even take an oath. That was where Mavene took an oath, swore with oath, place a curse. If I know this man, make so certain happen to not be me. I don't know this man, but now he's no longer Christ, the Son of the living God. Is now what? The man. That's the kind of life we are living today. That's the kind of character we are taking today. That is the thing we are doing today. Whereby you can give person a kiss and you take the blessings of that person. You can be in the midst of the carcass, in the midst of the crowd, and you feel you are standing with people. When you realize that when God opens your eyes, you will see that you are standing alone. Nobody is standing with you. Jesus chose the 12 disciples himself, knowing fully well that you are a thief, and he put you in charge of money to go and be counting money. He knows you are a thief. He knows you do steal, and you put somebody there, go and count that money. Then they put yam and goats together. And even that one that he was counting was not enough. He has to collect from the outside and say, if I kiss him, no, that is the one. And he give him a what? And what happened? He was gone. But when you are loyal to God, he can never betray you. The loyalty to men is a license to a destruction. The loyalty to men is a license to pain and sorrow. The loyalty to men is a license to your downfall. But when you are loyal to God, he sticks He remains. He stays. And says, I will never leave you, nor forget you. I will never forsake you. I am with you always and all the time. I go nowhere. That is why what people do in my presence is not moving me. Because I've read the Bible to a point where I understand. Not everybody that is standing with you is with you. Not everybody that are in your boat want the boat to land well. Everybody cannot be your friend. Loyalty is a price that one needs to pay. The test of loyalty, review under pressure. It is review under pressure. How many of us are loyal here? Who raise our hand, we are loyal. But when I want to prove your loyalty, I'll be harsh. I'll be very aggressive to you. I'll be very mean to you. Let's see if you'll still be loyal. Loyalty is proven under pressure. Difficult time. Pressure time. Time that is not bringing happiness. Time that is not bringing joy. Time that everything is scattered. That's when loyalty can be proven. I am loyal. But if you, until you undertake the test of loyalty, you can't say you are loyal. You can't say you are loyal. If your loyalty does not pass through the fire and pass through the pressures of life, that even when the people are standing against you, when you speak they don't listen, you still say, Lord, I am here. Continue to use me. And if your loyalty cannot pass through that pressure, I cannot pass through that trying time, don't say you are loyal. When people pressure you, you fall. You think all of them sit down here, so now they pressure me. Everybody pressure me. Nobody know who me they pressure. But we still stand that even when things are not smooth, you still smile and still encourage. You still live yourself and ensure they are good. But when it comes to the times of others, you don't see loyalty. Loyalty is when a man says, till death do us part. A little thing happened in the life of the woman. He said, no way, I stand with you. But you see those ones that say till death do us part, that even before the death came, they have gone. They are gone. Men are not known to carry load. Women are known to carry load. So if the man is faulty, the woman should carry the body. But when the price came from the woman, the man disappeared. That's not loyalty. Loyalty is when you stay, even when you know fully well that this cannot work, and you still try to make it work. Even when the woman has given up on herself, you don't give up on her. That's what loyalty is. So if your loyalty cannot pass through the pressure, don't say you are loyal. Anyone can say they are loyal when it is convenient. When it is convenient. When it is okay for them. They are loyal when they don't have anything to do. They are loyal when they don't have job. They are loyal when they don't have work. But the moment they have that business, the moment they have the job, that will be a license to disloyalty. I am busy. It is this work. It is this. Should I leave this work and all of us starve and die? Can a loyal servant say that? Very easy to say I am loyal when it is convenient. You see people around you, because they don't have anything to do, leave them and let them have something to do. They will not have your time. I was busy throughout the week. My this called me. My this one called me. But when your pastor call, excuse me, ma, I'm very busy now. I will call you later. I will call you later. That's the spiritual head you are calling later. And the physical head you are attending to. Say to yourself, be wise. Loyalty is very important And it's what God is looking for. Loyalty can be proven through the taste of life. True loyalty is shown in 3 tests. True loyalty is shows in 3 texts. Number 1, the text of silentness. They used to be there when God is not speaking. We used to be there when you no longer hear from God. We used to be there when your leader or your pastor decide to keep you silent and watch you from afar. We used to be there. The taste of silentness. He's not talking to me, so for that reason I can't be in that church again. That testing your loyalty. Even when I talk, anything I say, she's always using it against me. So I can't be there again. You're only where you are celebrated, where you are comforted. There's no seed of loyalty in you. Because even where you are going, they will still correct you. True of us. You can't live in the house of God like you are living in your own parlor. In the house of God, there are rules, there are regulations. The text of silentness. When everything is silent, even when you complain and they don't respond to you, will you still stay? Even when you have problem and they don't respond to you, will you still stay? That's how somebody left the church. Nothing happened. And they went to join Sele and became a member there. And the time came that they have to use him to enter covenant in a shrine. True life. The person is a member here. And he entered the covenant with them. And they gave him money. Go and trade. And he started that money under 1 month. The 1 million died. And they summoned him in the shrine. The same pastor that is not good is the same pastor they run to at the end. Mommy, I am dying. Where were this pastor before you quit your church and go to another church? Was the pastor not available? So at the moment when the pastor now decide not to talk, not to interfere, they will begin to announce, this pastor is not good. I was having problem, ignore me, but I know we'll talk the true story. So your loyalty is proved through the text of silentness. How can somebody that hears sound doctrine, sound preaching, nothing hidden from you, exposing the scripture to you, still eat to a full stomach and leave? How somebody was saying, Mommy, I used to see this person, he will carry Bible and he will enter keke and go. I said, leave him. Those that left you were never meant to be in your boat. Those that left you, they have fulfilled their purpose. Everybody get time in life. So when your time came, live peacefully. Don't live with creating chaos. He left. But when the problem came, he rushed. He's a teen of do or die. And they gave him a date that's also until date he will die. So what do you want now? Pastor should cover 1 million to a mistake you have made. So when you choose to be silent, they say, that my pastor is very bad. That my pastor does not fear God. That my pastor does not know God. You judge what you did not call. You condemn what you did not anoint. And you preach the person that you were not assigned to preach. You judge them. You became a saint while they became the one that is with fault. That is not loyalty. Something will happen between you and pastor. It is you. When they ask you, I never see you for church, not mind that pastor. If they use me, they play. Now say, man, leave the church for them. So church has become pastor's own. I leave the church for them. Not be only church did this word. Church many everywhere. Now I don't want to leave now. But what happened now? The husband and wife are battling so that we will not die. And now they're calling his name in the shrine. And now they are calling pastor. Come. So when the pastor is silent, you begin to judge. A loyal people does not talk to their head as they feel in their hearts. You match what you say. You observe it. You think about it and see if it is good in the ears of the person you want to tell it to. You just wake up and record nonsense and you are expecting the pastor to reply you. Did you call that pastor? Did you anoint that pastor? Did you know the pains and the training that the pastor went to? You judge. That is not loyalty. I just say I leave a church for her. When the hour is silent, we used to stay. Somebody left. And when he was at the point of dying, the children called. I said, my mother is dying. She brought up her white eyes. I woke up that night. I prayed. I cried. And God here. And they call. She woken up. She woken up. Take her to the hospital to examine. And she came once and said, I want to thank God for what God did for my life. Oh, hallelujah, God is good. She left again. When the attack came the second time, I was on the Tuesday service. They rushed. Mommy, I ignored. I did not answer. I did not call how you are. I did not come. For those that say you are a pastor, now why would you? I did not. I stayed silent. I stayed quiet. I stayed mute like I don't know you exist. And when she saw me on the road, do like this. None of us, they do evangelism, go that day. But she did not know when she left because I did not buy phone. Is that a loyalty? We used to stay. And she left. And the woman leader ran to her. Mama, Mama. Go. The house of God is like a barrack. Soldier go. Soldier come. But let loyalty be found in you. The test of silence, will you still be there when there's talent? Number two of the test of loyalty, the test of scandal. The test of scandal. When scandal came, when people are slaughtering the pastor, when they say they see your pastor in a hotel, will you still stand with the pastor? No, I cannot go to that church. Church pastor for the guilt. You see, huh? Now here you hear, now you carry the story pass. They say, I just say, they say they see my pastor with man. Imagine, my own pastor, when me they follow, when me they look, they go see her with man. You see, huh? Now they tell you. You can talk and pass the whole way talk. No, I don't feel associate myself with that kind of sin. No. Now you they forgive sin, but now you they judge. And they'll be laughing when they are saying it. They saw the test of scandal. Peter said, I will not deny you. I will stay. But when the hours of scandal came, I can't down with you. Just accept that you know this man. Maybe therefore not kill him. No, I don't know this man. I take a note. I swear. Even when somebody is telling you, no, be your pastor, be there. My pastor? Now I remember my pastor. Not get God. You don't know God. You don't get God. You just say, come on the shoe. Little scandal. You will judge it. Something happened in December that I got angry with some people. And I talked to them. I spoke that word. I was angry that the service is fixed at 3. And those that are the leader that will pilot the service came after 5. And Pastor quarreled. And they went. and say all sorts of things. Pastor, they cost for water. Pastor did this one. Okay, no problem. And the other one open her mouth and says everything, and later come back and say what the other one said. And I ask, what did you say? She record another thing. I know my people. Pharaoh, let my people go. She came. I didn't ask her question. She started speaking. This is what this one say. This one, what did you not say? I did not say anything. I said, I know your deal. I know your get handle. I know you did this one. I know you did this one. I know what you will say. I don't know what I go say. I don't know what this one will take when they bring my matter come for her. I not the race people now. I know what you said. You said that. I say, is this what you said? Say yes. Okay, oh, peace be with you. I smiled. Such a person. Is he a loyal person? Me and you now gossip this person. Me and you now talk to this. I talk about this person. And even when I am angry, the second person is supposed to bring calmness, not to remind the other person of what has passed. You now begin to fuel it with something when it don't pass. Now say first you do and so time like this. Now say first you do and so time. And you come to the friends of person and say, Mommy, na bad person be see waiting you talk. Where you're one person will just talk bad thing. If I bring matter come for you, you not reply me. What will I do? I go zip up. I be not be so. I bring matter come for you, say, if you see what this sister Z do today, you go ask me what you do. Then I will come the judge. And after I don't solve finish, you say, no man no more. Not be go energize me to talk more. But it's when you say, go and pray for the person, I go talk again. You have killed my spirit. But instead of this person to say, don't worry, all of them are the work of God. This is expected in the body of God. She fuels it. And after the fueling, the other one got angry more. Is that a sign of loyalty? That you discuss my word in back, and you come to my front and tell me, and you silent the one you say inside. I know you. That's not loyalty. The taste of scandal. We used to be there when the pastor made mistake and they are saying it. We used to be there when the pastor is weak. We used to be there when it looks as if the world is crumbling upon pastor. The test of scandal. If you cannot pass through this test, don't call yourself that you are loyal. Because everybody are humans. It is the blood that runs in your vein as a member. That's the blood that runs in the vein of a pastor. True of us. So if you are bound to make mistake, pastor is also bound to make mistake. Because you have flesh, she has flesh. You have eye, she has eye. There's nothing she has that you does not have. Blood is flowing and our own is flowing. Everybody is bound. But you see when they hear pastor, oh God, they will channel it if they can take it. So then you cannot be loyal. It is only pastor that is called to be loyal. Is that what you are saying? You are not sure what your eye did not see. That's not loyalty. It is when you pass through the taste of scandal and you look around turn, you see people standing. That's when you can say, I have a loyal people. So when things they smooth now, something they smooth, things are happy now. When they say, Pastor is facing this, oh, please, oh, let us do one or two things. Now you go say, me, I not get to. I not get. And you come, you say, yeah, it's everything, ma. It's God. I just say, let me check on you. This pastor, God is with you. God will strengthen you. We are praying for you. He not pray. He not even pay. And he say you are loyal. That's not loyalty. Lastly, the text of loyalty. The text of success. The text of success. We used to be available when God start blessing you. We used to be obedient when you start counting money. We used to be loyal when you even count money more than your pastor. The text of success. Will you still receive the call of your pastor when you are richer than that pastor? You they drive they drive JROK. JRK. You say JROK. JRK. You they drive JRK. Or Lexus 350. Or you they ride Ferrari. Now pastor will call you. Will you still be available? Will you still listen? And the pastor is trekking. Will you still come and lie down and say, good morning, man? Or will you just sit in your car and say, God bless you, man, and God bless you? They greet your pastor now. When our brother was looking for a work, he said, Mommy, I don't want to see a word that will not allow me to serve God. If God give me this work, I must use it to serve God. I must use it to do this one. I pray. I spent 3 days here praying for that brother. The work come, all our activity, brother, no, they come again. Taste of success. Things are not working, things are not working. The place you are now, have you been tested, lawyer? Not to talk of talking of the next level. But they not allow me. So that means when you are going into the work, you didn't tell them that you are a pastor. Or you didn't tell them that you are a very bona fide Christian, that they'll give you one time in a week, at least for Bible study. You didn't tell them. And you come back, tell me, I'm lawyer. And last week he said, Mommy, my co-worker is married, so I will not be available. I'll just come sharp and go sharp. I say, try me. If they don't sack you for that work, you know what? I'll not be your pastor. Let's not pretend. Try me. So you will leave the church to go and attend the wedding of your co-worker, but you will not leave your work to attend the service of God. Try me. And he came and sat down. I was there. He was not smiling, but me too, I did smile. Your smile not mean for that moment. This is sit down there. Don't go. Can you still be trusted when light starts shining in your direction? Success came. Even to breeze it to the pastor's side. No way. And the one way not pay tight, now one come breeze, go give pastor. Loyalty is what we are talking about. The takes of success. You want to be more successful, but you don't want God. Loyalty. Will you still be available when everything is working well for you? Something came, this is my daughter. I carry and put for head before. Most of them I know here. But the moment she see work, she not tell her pastor. She left. And I did not ask her. 1 week, 2 weeks, she did not come to church. I didn't ask her. And after 1 month, say my conscience is judging me. I asked why. I don't know why, but I just feel that I have done bad. You see work. The first person to tell is it not your pastor? The text of success. But they did not tell the pastor. The thing just came urgent. That they inform you, Nana, you go, Nana. You did not prepare for it. She did not. And that day I dropped her from my head. And something I paid for. I'm preaching now, God bear me witness. Something I paid for that I wanted to gift her, that I went back to collect that money. Test of success. Can you still be loyal? I went back. I said, she's this one, no water. You know me, I cannot pretend. I can't give this one. This very expensive something. When this person sees small work, you know, even tell pastor. He just disappear. Come. Taste of success. After 1 week, I can't begin they call. 2 weeks. I can't they call. Where Anna? And mama say, no worry, she go come. No worry. You go come. You can never say people are loyal until you allow them to test sweetness. The moment they test sweetness, they will forget you. I was looking at her. I just want to apologize. Apologize it to your pastor on phone. And you say you are loyal. I just want to say, if anything I have done, that means you did not know that you did wrong. So why are you not apologizing? You only apologize for wrong you did. Since you did not do anything wrong, why apologizing? I just want to say, I'm sorry because my conscience is eating me. So you have conscience. That's in date. She did not come to say, Mommy, sorry. I just left without telling you. The work came urgent. Look at the nature of the job. Look at this. Pastor is not needed anymore. Sister, I started receiving salary. The test of success. Sit down, beautiful Piki. The test of success. Will you still be there when everything is sweet? When your salary is not bigger? When your business is not booming? Will you see receipts? Will you see be lawyer? Ruth stays here. People shall be my people. In sweetness and in bitterness. Your God shall be my God. Whether you succeed or not. So if you did not succeed, we will not succeed together. If you succeed, we'll succeed together. So if you die, we die together. If we bury you, will bury me together. We bury me, Jonah. Those are the people you can call that are loyal. The text of success. How come they look this wicked? I look at 1 month. You know, come say, Mommy, sorry. I look at 2 months. Now we still dating today. Last 3 weeks, now I verse go collect my money. It don't quick me pay almost 200 for that thing. It just remain 50K to balance it. I say, no, 100,000 are big money where this weekend demonstrates that character. I collected my money back. So I'm just saying it to her ear so that it will not become a sin again. Abi? So it will not become a sin again. I collected it. Mother, give me money. Mama, wait till happen now. I want to buy for no water more. I don't see the light. Now darkness the day before. I don't come out for darkness. I don't see that light. I give me my 200K. I collect my money. I came home. I put the money on the table. I was looking at it. I was trying to reflect. So can success change a person overnight? So can success make you become disrespectful? So can success make you not to know your value and your worth again? Success. Don't say you are loyal until you test money. Money. When you test money and you still stay loyal. If I want to talk about somebody that is loyal, is that my son that is playing keyboard? Maybe this one when did that so. That's your loyalty. This one when be say, I bet man not can. How be that one? When you say somebody has seen money, he has seen money. He has touched money. He has used money. But all in death, he still remain loyal. When I say money, money, he has invested. But in death, if I see call, he still answer. If I see shout, he still say, I am sorry. Those are the people you can say they are loyal now. One person when they receive 25,000, just decide to say, I beg you, we blind chop. I beg you, it's my life. Oh. And you begin to hear them say, now you are talking about commitment. Are you not saying we should not do anything? Now wait till I hear from my pikin man daddy. When I called workers meeting, I was telling them, be committed. Whatever you are looking for in this world, it starts with the commitment you have with God. Because God cannot use you and leave you empty. I can't say I am empty because God is faithful. Even something I'm doing, maybe if I'm doing business, I will not be able. But God is faithful. I was just simply. And she stood up and said, I don't understand. Like this thing is confusing me. Or like, are you not saying we should not do something? Did I say you should not do something? Balance it. Balance it. When you don't know how to balance it, that's when everything will crumble on you. When it's time for this, give this one time. When it's time for this, give this one time. You see that this one will not suffer because you give this one time. But when you ignore this one, you see that this one that you are paying attention to will still suffer. Because there is a coverage that is covenanting you to that success. And you just move away from that coverage. And the coverage is angry. Will you still succeed? The test of success. That's why you can say, I'm loyal. I'm loyal. Will you still be loyal when you are successful? Or will you forget your coverage when you are successful? Jonathan was still loyal to David, even when he knew that his throne is a threat, because David is a threat to his throne. Even when he knew that David is a threat to his throne, that David can take over his throne, he still remained what? He still remained loyal to David. That is what is called loyalty. So if you have not been tested when you are in success, there's no loyalty. If your loyalty is not tested, that means you can never, and you are never loyal. If the blessings that God gave to you is not the blessings that is driving you away from the presence of God, you are never loyal. You will only pretend. If the little light God shine on you is like the light now that you now see, that you say, I don't care. However they want to me, I don't. Let me focus on my life. You are never loyal. So loyalty is seen when they are walking and you still see them.